there was one time this guy asked me out and asked me to wear strappy shoes, which I didn't, just in defiance, and then spent the whole night checking out women's feet. Oh, did you see those? Oh, those shoes are so great that she's wearing. Clearly he had a foot fetish. Clearly he was telling me in that phone call. Clearly we're not a match with my bunions and pump-ups, but for some reason, I went out with this guy. Please wear strappy shoes. I really like short skirts. Okay? You guys are idiots if you because basically what you're telling us is that you're only interested in our physicality, not our emotional or intellectual powers, of course. On the first date test, I'm not a full-on traditionalist that I look for a guy to be a gentleman and use old-fashioned manners. Sometimes it's just not convenient, practical, or efficient. An example of an impractical. I went out with a guy once with this giant SUV, and every time we would pull up anywhere, he'd say, "Don't move, don't touch that door." And he would walk 18 feet all the way around while I would sit there going, it took him a while to open the door for me. And actually, I think this was an indication of what was to come, which is that he's really controlling. And I should have seen that at the beginning. You're in a restaurant, and he tells you on the menu what he likes, and then the waitress comes by, and he says, "Let me order for you." And all of a sudden, your voice is gone because someone else is ordering for you. It's another thing to say, "I'll tell you what I've had here before that I really like." Then just before the waitress comes, "I'll order for you. What did you choose?" And then he can speak for you. But it's amazing. it's a hard thing. I think it'd be hard for a guy to figure out too, because I think there probably are some women out there living in the 1950s and who've been conditioned by their grandmother of how they should be treated. And there are other ardent feminists out there, or post-feminists, who want to be so equal that the guys are worried about being offensive by being a little too gentlemanly. So I think it's hard to figure out, but you gotta put your ears up and listen for the social cues.